Hello everyone, Larry Leverage for Ichimoku.co and forextrading.tv with a daily analysis of gold futures for the trading day ending Tuesday, December 3rd, 2013. Well, a continuation of the trend to the downside, a candle that's made a lower high and a lower low, and continuing the trend that was established with the very large black body candle the previous day. If you recall, yesterday I suggested that the market had done a little bit too much work for that day's trading. It was looking a little overextended, and today we have seen the trend continue down, but we've seen a white bodied candle now. So we've had a switch in net momentum away from the sellers, which was quite substantial for the previous day's trading, to the buyers today. Now, not anywhere matching the downside momentum that we saw for the previous day's trading, so that does raise doubt about whether this trend will change to the upside. But we have seen the buyers take control of the market at the close of today's trading by closing up towards the high, and we saw the sellers lose commitment down below the 1218 level of support that acted as support for the previous day's trading, and it has been a previous support and resistance level, so that will be an important level if this trend is going to continue. Now, this is a type of pattern, a couple of types of patterns. This is a potential hammer type pattern, not quite perfect because of this shadow on the top, but still the idea here is the largest shadow on the bottom, the small body, and significantly with a white body here, suggesting that there could be a change of trend. So we're looking for confirmation with a higher high and a higher low, but also a harami type pattern. We have the downtrend in place, we have the black body, we have the body of today's candle engulfed within the body of the previous candle, and a white body. The buyers are in control for today's trading, suggesting a very real possibility of a change of trend. Now, I suggest that if we do see that change of trend, we should see very strong resistance around the 1237, 1238 level. We have the Tenkan-sen trading around that area now, and if we look at all of this price rejection as the market was testing to that level and being rejected, so it was a level of previous support, and we know that support can turn into resistance, so that's an area that we should be watching very closely. Now, importantly, looking at the Fibonacci extension, and here we're examining the relationship of the first time frame downtrend to the previous time the market was trending down, and here we see the market interacting with the 61.8% level again, testing below there, being rejected from there, with a couple of Japanese candlestick reversal type patterns or potential reversal patterns, a white body candle, buyers taking control, very real possibility of a change of trend in the first time frame. No big picture change of trend, however, but just in that first time frame. The Fibonacci retracement technique isn't giving us a lot here. We are between the 100% level and the 161.8% level. But if this trend does continue down, and there still is a possibility of that, remember we require confirmation of a change of trend, but if it does continue down, the 161.8% level is at 1206. In terms of patterns, if you recall this channel, the trend channel that I drew a couple of days ago, and we readjusted for the market taking out the trend line, we do have possibility of testing now roughly down to about the 1188 level based on that if the market does continue to, and also that diamond type pattern that we saw. We've seen the breakout down below there, and that did turn out to be a quite a good pattern, and these diamonds tend to be, well, they're a combination of two patterns, an inverse triangle to begin with and then a normal type of triangle. So we drew the boundaries, we had the close down below, and this is suggesting there could be a little bit more follow through in this market. Now, obviously, in terms of Ichimoku, it's still a bearish market in all three time frames. We're trading below the cloud, below the Kijun-sen, and below the Tenkan-sen, and the distance away from the Kijun-sen and the cloud is still quite large. Looking at the Chikou span, that's well below the corresponding price action, suggesting very, very strong downside momentum. This market is still looking overextended in those higher time frames, and a retracement initially back to the equilibrium in that short-term time frame suggested by the Tenkan-sen wouldn't surprise. So we are looking for a potential higher high and higher low here, and a test to the 1237.9 area, around this area, around 1238, and we should see some fairly strong resistance coming into the market then.